Welcome to Match Week 20 in MLS Next Pro, kicking off with New England Revolution 2, looking to bounce back on home soil, just 3 points shy of Eastern Conference leaders Columbus Crew 2. Thanks so much for joining us this evening from Barron Stadium in Smithfield, Rhode Island. For MLSNextPro.com and OneFootball, I'm Philip Galati. Despite bossing the ball for most of their last performance, Revs 2 fell to bitter rivals Philadelphia by a 4-0 scoreline, their heaviest defeat of the season. Coach Pablo Moreno says it's games like that teach you the most as a player about grit, resolve, and making the necessary adjustments to fight back next time out. Meanwhile, the Capybaras have stormed up the table in recent weeks, having not lost a match since mid-May. And Coach Federico Higuain, in his second year in charge, has his eyes on taking Columbus back to the title match for the first time since 2023. Look at the starting lineups for both teams. First, with the hosts, Max Weinstein gets the nod in between the posts. The Vermont native making his fifth appearance of the season. Logan Azar is back into midfield with Alan O'Yearwell to his right, but keep an eye on Javon Masinden taking that right back spot, usually occupied by Demario McIntosh. He might drift inside as the Revs progress the ball forward. Matthew Jean-Baptiste gets the nod up top for his second start of the year. The two-striker pairing with Miles Morgan to lead the line. Morgan with 6 goals, more than anybody else on Revs 2 in 2026. As for Columbus Crew 2 and how they will line up for head coach Federico Higuain, just a couple of changes with the 5-back system. Luke Pruder got his 4th clean sheet of the season last time out. Nico Rincon and Moises Nyman will be the double pivot. Nyman on a starting streak as well has found his way into the first 11 now for 3 consecutive matches for the first time this season. Leading the line is Kevin Bombley with 8 goals to his name, second on the team, only to Zach Zenge, who was just loaned out to St. Louis earlier this week. And now Bombley will take the reins for himself with 5 goals in his last 6 matches. So Revs 2 on the left side of your screen in the navy and red, Columbus Crew 2 in the iconic yellow and black on the right. New England looking for the positive start on home soil. They can jump all the way up to first with the win tonight. And a positive start will be needed after their heaviest defeat last time out. Had a chance to personally attend training this past weekend for Revs 2, who already get an early chance as Jean-Baptiste looked for the cutback and it was blocked in front. You can hear the encouragement from the New England faithful. But getting to watch training this week, head coach Pablo Moreno said that last week Revs 2 just weren't switched on. And now they've got some real fire under their bellies and are ready to come out swinging. Bit of a hazy sky as well with the wildfires in parts of Canada. That smoke has drifted over New England here. Zambrano will take the early corner. Driven to the back post over the head of Jean-Baptiste. The second ball back in front and eventually scrambled away by Nyman. Bombley all the way back, lost out to Morgan, who had nowhere to go. That 4-0 loss to Philadelphia, courtesy of an Eddie Davis hat trick for Union 2. Revs 2 had the ball for most of the match, but couldn't create in the final third, as this one is spilled by Pruder. That sort of chance creation in the final third is what has made Columbus so dangerous in recent weeks. Coach Federico Higuain telling us that effectiveness in the chances we create, that's the key to the Crew 2's success. saying, quote, we have to be efficient. If we get 7 or 8 clear-cut chances a game, we need to be able to put most of them away, especially in this league. Because if your opponent only has 2 or 3, but they can convert, that's 3 points lost. This will be a big test as far as efficiency in the final third tonight with no Zach Zenge. The Capybara's leading goal scorer this year, now a St. Louis player. But you look up and down this Crew 2 roster, and they have goals from absolutely everywhere. Bamble has 8 to his name with 7 assists as well. Chase Adams has 7 goals. Even players who typically see more action behind the ball, like Johan Chirinos, got his 2nd goal of the year last time out. Revs 2, keen to press high. Jean-Baptiste wins it back cleanly. Zambrano deflected and away by Nyman again. Azar stopped in his tracks. Seeing a lot of Moses Nyman early on. Tries to find the diagonal ball through, and he has. Bamble with the pace. Not quite the footwork. Big time sliding challenge. Referee says the ball won by Oyerwoth. He wins a foul of his own. You can see the protest there from Kevin Bamble, saying that Oyerwoth came in with the studs high. There was some force in that challenge, but it looks like the ball was won cleanly at first glance. Jean-Baptiste chasing it down. What a year it's been for Matthew Jean-Baptiste. His 2nd professional start, 16-year-old, made his debut with the U18s just a few weeks ago. Scored a winner in the MLS Next Fest against Club America for the Revolution Academy. As Bamble is down and Pablo Moreira, another Federico Higuain, will have a word with the referee. Nicholas Strednak has the whistle tonight, and not an easy job by any means. 2 teams at the top of the Eastern Conference, ready to play physical from the off. More appeals for a foul. Coach Higuain didn't make his opinion known. At least not physically. Looked very composed on that near sideline. What a journey it's been for him. 2nd year with the club. Last year, Crew 2 finished dead last in the East. Just 5 wins. 22 points on the season. They have 34 already with 9 wins, 4 losses, 4 ties. Coach Higuain telling us that it means more than he could put into words to be given another chance to come back to his city that he calls a 2nd home. Born in Argentina, but played a large part of his professional career with Columbus. Nearly 200 career appearances for the club. And of course, signed a 1-day contract to retire as a Crew player a few seasons ago. Physical battle as Sinden went flying in, and he's won the ball. Zar couldn't pick up the rebound, and Zambrano blocks the through ball. Crew 2 gonna go direct. Flag stays down. Bamble has 4-4 in the box if he can pick him out. Lovely move by Bamble. Still go. He goes over as well. Referee not interested. 5-4-1 Crew 2. Bamble with his work cut out for him as far as his assignment tonight. Traditionally, as a lone striker, you'll see a player hold up the ball with their back to goal, wait for reinforcements, but Bamble wanting to turn into the space, down the channels, and use his speed. It was that long, direct Route 1 pass that beat New England a handful of times. That's how Philadelphia managed to get 4 past them in New England's most recent game. They had never conceded more than 2 on the year. And even that had only happened twice. But with Coach Moreira's style, his philosophy, his approach to play, especially given his time with the first team, all the hallmarks of an up-tempo offense, high pressing, wingbacks flying forward. It does leave half spaces exposed at the back, at speed for the opponents. Again, Crew 2 will go direct. Lovely work by Bamble to take it down. Nyman in support. Return to sender with Bamble. Cutting inside on his right, and Weinstein with his first save of the night. Fairly comfortable one for the Montpelier, Vermont native. His 10th save of the season. Twice won the MLS Next Cup with the U19s under his now goalkeeping coach, Brad Knighton, who served as the head coach of the U19s when they lifted the MLS Next Cup. Zambrano on the charge. A good switch to find him, does well to read the bounce. Cruyff turn just to open up space. Mussindon staying wide. Javon Mussindon. Typically see him in that more central role, but that's a great ball for Jean-Baptiste. Has an open man at the back post. And a challenge puts it out for a corner kick. That looks like Rui Aoki at the near post, denying Revs to the breakthrough. Zambrano went deep with the last one. This one to the near post and bounces through. Poked away from Sasaki. A year both on cleanup. Mussindon spots the switch. Shannon. He'll try and go direct. Sasaki tussling for it, but has pulled the arm of Zach Lloyd for an easy foul. Lloyd making just his 3rd start of the year, 17 years of age. Made his professional debut last year with just 1 appearance off the bench. Hoping to become the next name in a long line of Crew 2 Academy products and success stories in the pathway to pro, from the academy to the 2nd team and the 1st team and beyond. you can go through oodles of names. Players like Patrick Schulte and Mohamed Farsi. Even Max Arfstad spent some time with Quakes too before joining Columbus. And now he may be on the move as well. Columbus, inaugural champions of MLS Next Pro in 2022. Finished as runners-up to Austin in 2023. And then lost to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2024. Didn't make the playoffs last year, remember, last in the East. So a big turnaround for a big name in this league. Looking to continue the success on the road with their first corner of the night. Will fall kindly to Nyman. Sizing up the shot, and Weinstein saw it all the way. Quick distribution as well from the goalkeeper. Had a chance to observe training this week, and for the goalkeepers, 85–90% of their practice with Coach Knighton is just distribution. Claiming crosses in the air, and then how quickly can they get it out of their feet or out of their hands? How consistently can they hit the 30, 40-yard passes? That is emblematic of not just a goalkeeper under head coach Pablo Moreira's system, but just modern soccer in general. How about the emotion as well from the Crew 2 sideline in reaction to the call? "4-4" has taken a step too many. Just the second start of the year for the Liberian native. Got his first last time out against Orlando. Crew 2 winning in the penalty shootout after it finished 2-2 in regulation. It was Kevin Bomble at the 89th minute to send it to a shootout. Turned 0 points into 2 for Crew 2. Almacinden. Oyerwoth. Sasaki sees the overlap. Zambrano to knock it back down. It's in front of Azar. Zambrano with a good hustle to get it back. Clever run through as well from Zambrano. First time cut back is met well for another corner. 4-4 this time, coming all the way back on defense. I haven't seen much success yet from the set pieces for New England. Still very early going in this one. Just a quarter of an hour played at Bird Stadium. Zambrano to swing it in, an early whistle. We'll see the chance snuffed out.
Blow the whistle before they even take it. You're both jostling. Call it both ways then. They did the same thing over there. They did the same thing over there.
Head coach Pablo Moreira pleading his case. The referee saying that the player was impeding the goalkeeper, which is always going to be a whistle. And Matthew Jean-Baptiste a little bit too eager to press this one. The 16-year-old has to be outside the box, and Pruder will go long. Hooked away from Jean-Baptiste by Lloyd. Sinden, clever idea. And it came off Zambrano last. Well read by Columbus. Sinden this time on the interception. Right back to 4-4 as Lloyd goes down. And again, New England holding their lines and no way through for Krutsu. Coach Marrero will get another talking to from the referee. A man who wears his heart on his sleeve. He'll tell you that himself. Never much guessing to discern his emotions in the moment. His first season as a head coach with Revs 2. Bringing a wealth of experience to the role. Played at Akron under then head coach Caleb Porter, and then followed Coach Porter on the sidelines with Portland, and some time in Columbus as well before joining New England. Hefes now, a Massachusetts native, born and raised in Brookline. Played his college ball with NC State after transferring from UNH. Helped the Wolfpack to 15 shutouts last year, the most in program history. Look at the difference in the lines from Revs 2. Jean-Baptiste and Sasaki just passively observing for now, and then 3 more players in midfield just sitting back behind them, and then everybody else 20, 30 yards away. Ernestine recovers well. Jean-Baptiste may have been offside. Aoki instead will take it down. Bit of breathing room now for Columbus after a frantic start to the match, finding their shape on the road. Rincon. Great looking ball to the far side, taken down well. Open man in front, and Crew 2 take the lead. It's Kevin Bombley with his 9th of the year. Lightning quick play, and look at the breakaway speed. Surging in front of the back line. The appeals for offside not answered. Make that 6 goals in his last 7 matches.
31, Kevin Bamble in the 20th minute.
Well, Columbus were waiting just to find their shape and find their flow in this match. And the second they were able to set up a long ball over the top, and it's pure speed to beat the back line. He was second in scoring for the club last year with 6 goals to his name. Still second this year with 9 now. Came to Columbus in 2025 for signing on loan from Ivoire Academy. A native of Côte d'Ivoire, Kevin Bambley. Quickly becoming a fan favorite for the Capybaras. Darlene. Jean-Baptiste. Now Chirinos. Crew 2 looking to counter. Bambley making the run again. It's O'Neal Taylor who provided the assist and asking all the right questions. Former Orlando City Academy product. One-time ball cut away. Aoki just about able to turn out of the pressure. Columbus looking much more confident on the ball now. 4-4 exemplifying that. May have a chance to try his luck. Instead, Masinden able to shield it to the byline. Kept in play. And Azar to clear from Yearwoth. Brano held up unfairly. New England won a yellow card for stopping a promising attack. They won't get it. Look how deep Columbus are sitting now with the 5 at the back. Giving New England a lot of time on the ball. Can Zambrano pick out the right option? Wants to dance. Second defender quickly across to cover, but fouls him in the process. Despite the protest, Johan Chirinos will be judged as the guilty party. Two center halves for New England have come all the way up. Zambrano to deliver. Decent looking ball, headed away by the Bay State native Hefes. It'll be Sasaki to take this time. Referee having to check to make sure the ball is on the line. A crowd at the near post for this one. Morgan lying in wait at the top of the box. Whipped in and punched away through traffic by Pruder. Contact as well from Morgan. And another player down with a head injury. That's what the referee is motioning for. Telling the players to calm down. As any sort of head or neck injury has to be an immediate stoppage per the laws of the game. And a little bit past the midway point of this first half, a chance for both coaches to issue some updated instruction. First goal of the match week belongs to Kevin Bamble in the 20th minute from O'Neal Taylor. And of course, this is the first match of match week 20 in MLS Next Pro, but plenty more as well on the way. Friday night, Toronto will take on Cincinnati at 7 o'clock Eastern before a full Saturday slate beginning at 5:30 Eastern with Crown Legacy against Chicago. That'll be a great match. And then again on Sunday as CT United kick things off at 6 o'clock Eastern against Red Bull New York 2. All of those matches and many more available for free on MLSNextPro.com and OneFootball. It looks like Rui Aoki was the player down. The Hyogo, Japan native, played his college ball in New England as well. first with the Riverhawks of UMass Lowell before transferring to UVM. Was an America East All-Championship team and All-Conference second-team selection last year with the Catamounts. 2 goals in 16 appearances. Up and in is the call from Pruder. Everybody forward for it. Yearwoth gets the first. Nyman the second. Collect his own rebound, but runs into traffic. Towering header from Darlene. Jean-Baptiste checked to the ball. Saw a lot of Matthew Jean-Baptiste in training this weekend for Revs 2. The words that head coach Paul Moreira used was battle day. England on the wrong side of the scoreline thus far, battling through in their own defensive third as Columbus appeal for a handball. Still pinballing around. Chirinos had it for a moment, now Rincon for Nyman. All the way back now to Pruder. Again, how quickly can Crew 2 change the tempo of how they play? Able to just explode forward at a moment's notice, and a chance on the volley for Pamble in search of a second, and the search will go on. Zambrano tracking for 4, wins the header. Excellent touch to pluck that one out of the sky by Hefes. Ball out of play before Pamble could turn. A lot more direct now from New England. Not seeing that buildup that we saw in the first 10, 15 minutes. Still maintaining the lion's share of possession. Now Jean-Baptiste exploring the half space outside the box. Decent first time cross. Morgan couldn't get goal side. Ascendant now. Chavella flick for Zambrano, who nearly lost it. Gets the nutmeg. Inviting the contact. Ascendant whipped across. That is the type of player that Carlos Zambrano is. Watching him train this weekend, he's overflowing with emotion. Wants to battle for every ball. Never backs down from a challenge. Heading it back down in front, and Pruder is ready to react. That's a poor decision. Nearly punished for it. Clever run and taken down just outside the box for a New England free kick. Shuma Sasaki with the quick feet.
Well done, Shuma. Keep going at him. Left. Yellow, man. Every day of the week.
Coach Moreira asking for a booking. Still yet to see our first caution of the evening. Zambrano will stand over it. He has scored free kicks at Byrne Stadium a couple of times in his debut season with New England. This likely not a shooting chance, but you never know. Just one in the wall for Pruder. Darlene and Shannon at the back post. Up from the back line. Zambrano to Morgan. 1-1. New England back on level terms through their top goal scorer this season. Wonderfully executed play. Morgan with just the glancing touch at the near post. Pruder unable to get a hand to it. Make that number 7 on the year for the Ontario native Miles Morgan. And Rev 2 now break their scoring drought. Last time out was the first time they were blanked since May 3rd against Connecticut. They were seeing so much of the ball. It was only a matter of time before they got their chance. And didn't Morgan take it well? Now Crew 2 looking to respond in kind. Lovely dribble this from Bomblay, still going. Beat at least 3 or 4 defenders there before being stopped. Nyman. Soldiering on. Got the pass away through contact. Taylor moves it along one more time. Rincon. Lloyd. Great find into the feet of Nyman. Early cross, stabbed away. It away at the near post. Well-timed step. Came in to keep it with Crew 2. Weinstein barking at his line to push higher. And now Columbus getting a couple more numbers on that back line now. It's no longer Bomblay on an island. There's a few options ready for that long ball over the top. Nyman turning away from Morgan. Was tripped up there for the second time of asking. This is Nyman. His first year with the Capybaras after featuring for MNUFC 2 and Real Monarchs. Product of the DC United Academy. As 4-4 is onside. As Chirinos looking for the curler. Locked in front. Looked like it was headed wide. Chirinos with the hot foot after scoring his second of the season last time out against Orlando. Rincon. Lloyd, patient on the ball. New England were in control of the ball after conceding. Weinstein has to come out. He didn't get there. Toe poke up. It's crossed the line, but the referee has called it back for a foul. No, he says it's a goal. 4-4 wheels away in celebration. And Crew 2 retake the lead. Weinstein came out to make a play and may have just misjudged the bounce. 4-4 with the toe poke. And it might have come off our Yearwoth last trying to clear it off the line. But either way, it's in for a second for Columbus. They all count the same. Prince 4-4, just his second start of the year. Punishes the New England back line shortly before halftime.
By number 84, Prince 4-4 at the 39th minute.
Was rewarded with his first start of the year last week against Orlando. 2 shots in that game, but unable to score, and now gets his first of the year. This is what makes Crew 2 such a difficult team to play. They look to be second best after scoring the goal. They allow the equalizer off the piece, and then they regain control of the momentum of the possession and get their second of the half. Rescindon taken out. This will be a caution. Chirinos will plead his case on ears unwilling to listen.
Columbus Crew 2, yellow card on number 30, John Cruz.
Zambrano got the assist off the set piece. Back in the 20th minute. Hands this one up. It's a good header away. Right back in the mixer. Clicked on. Aline tried to stretch for it, and it's out for a goal kick. The lead only lasted for 14 minutes for Columbus, and then they were only tied for 5 before Crew 2 got their second, which has now officially been credited as an own goal off of Alan Yearwoth. New England looking to level it again. This is a great run, and the low shot blocked in front. Jean-Baptiste on the second ball. Was looped towards Zambrano. Couldn't get a piece of it. And Prajapati. Toe poke from Morgan. Masindon flying forward. Wants it on his right. Gets it on his right, and it's sliced wide. Masindon won it cleanly. Zimbrano, big clearance from Lloyd. And now the instruction from Coach Federico Higuain is to press. Well, there is no lack of passion on either sideline tonight. It's what you love to see, especially to kick off the match week in MLS Next Pro. Again, battle day were the two words used at the end of training on Saturday for New England. It was the decision-making by his players and head coach Pablo Moreira that separated that training session from the others they've had this year. High soccer IQ was the mantra for this game. Jean-Baptiste wise to the ball. By himself, trying to go alone, and across the cover was Adu Jamfi. Nyman. Shuffled out of play in the 45th minute now. Waiting for the word on added time. Sasaki making the run. Prajapati back inside. Marine Prajapati, a Holliston, Massachusetts native. Just his third start on the year. Made his professional debut last year for the club against Crew 2. Darlene.
Attention, the fourth official has awarded 4 minutes of added time.
Will be 4 minutes at a minimum, tacked on to the 45. Shannon, Masindon, Zambrano continues his run, but the pass intercepted. And now it's a foot race the other way. Amble has the wheels. One-on-one with Darlene as reinforcements arrive. And the shot blocked by one of those reinforcements in Onyirwo. Those are exactly the scenarios Columbus are looking for, to get one-on-one with the back line of New England and use their pace and their foot skills in behind. Chirinos on the high press for a New England throw. Brano, overhead kick away. Second ball knocked down, but one by Aoki. His pass will just about trickle over the line. Ruder out of his area and confidently away. Safe play was to send that one out of touch. Really good ball movement from New England. Just about kept in play and adequately away. The referee has motioned for a corner kick. Players thought it was a throw. And the referee checks with his assistant and then confirms it is a throw. The call from the New England bench is for the goal scorer, Miles Morgan, to take the long throw. Jake Shannon told to get into the box. Allowed to bounce and appeals for handball. Referee says no. Says it came off the player's face instead. Here's Morgan to the back post. Dahlin is there. A crashing header over the goal. That may just be the last chance of the first half for New England. Columbus nursing the 2-1 advantage. Goals from Kevin Bombley and Prince 4-4 to put the visitors up in the 49th minute. Brano brought down off the ball. The referee will sound the whistle now. Carlos Zambrano had a chance to watch some players for Revs 2 give a presentation this weekend on their highs and lows of the year on and off the field thus far. And one thing Zambrano personally highlighted was his emotions when he plays and how he can harness them in a positive manner. Someone who loves the fight and is always up for a battle, but sometimes get in his own head. And that's one of those moments where he'll have to keep his cool and shrug it off. Prince 4-4 gets the warning, but no further punishment. Shannon up from the back. New England will get one more chance before the interval. Headed on and comfortable for Pruder. It was Shannon, in fact, getting the definitive touch as the referee sounds for halftime. 2-1 in favor of Columbus over New England after 45 minutes. Coming up in our halftime show, we look back on the opening of the new home, North Texas. Peek ahead to MLS All-Star Week and our first half highlights when we return.
Yeah, boys hear cinnamon, flow tastes sweet like cinnamon. Open up doors, I'm a gentleman. View top floor, I'm still sticking ahead of them. Running on fumes and adrenaline. Do what I do best, can't rush in like a roulette. You can't name a better duet. Don't ask questions, trying to figure out what sound. Don't worry about what next, just wanna know what's next. Man, I say it so loud. Don't worry about what next, just know we got now. Oh yes, man, I say it oh so proud. Don't worry about what next, just know we got now.
Should be a fun season of MLS Next Pro. Oh my! Pedrinho wins it!
Welcome back. What an opening night it was when North Texas SC opened up its new home. Let's revisit a fun night in Mansfield. Take a look.
Today's finally here. Today, North Texas SC finally get to debut their brand new Texas Health Mansfield Stadium, and the day promises celebration and fireworks. Opening game brought out some familiar faces to the new Texas Health Mansfield Stadium. NTX alumni Logan Farrington, Nolan Norris, Bernard Camungo, and Sam Sarver joined fans and team management to witness history.
What do you think about this new stadium so far?
I like it, it's good.
What was the one thing that you liked the most? The field, the seats, the people?
The field.
What was your impression once you walked in and you saw this beautiful new stadium?
When I was driving here, I drove here with a teammate. He was on the phone, and I tapped his thigh. I was like, dude, look at this stadium just from the outside. It looks incredible, you know? And I think they picked a good location. Obviously, the town we're in now doesn't have a sports team, so this is going to be their team to support. And I mean, it's probably the nicest second team stadium in the league now, so that's pretty cool.
It's a huge day for the club. First ever game at this stadium. It's been long in the making. What's going through your mind?
It's just amazing seeing people in the stands. I think it really comes down to our club, our philosophy, and our ownership. And we want to be pioneers in this sport, and we're setting the bar higher. This is absolutely amazing, and this stadium is beautiful. I mean, look around. We're feeling a lot of pride. Like, you're seeing people right now walking around wearing North Texas gear. The players come out the locker room, and there's about 100 people there cheering and coming out for warm-ups. This is going to elevate their game, their preparation, and ultimately it's going to elevate their development. But this is going to be great for the community of Mansfield, and we're building something really special here.
The action on the pitch versus St. Louis City SC2 did not disappoint. An inspired Ricky Lewis opened the score in the 53rd minute of play, followed by a right-footed shot from Caleb Swan almost 20 minutes later to make the score 2-0. But Ricky Lewis would complete his first professional brace in stoppage time to secure a 3-0 win for North Texas SC in front of nearly 6,000 fans.
Talk to me about the game and what it feels to get this first win on this first ever game here at the stadium.
Honestly, it's just magical. The history behind it, our coach was telling us from the start that this was the most important 3 points in our lives. The club has been working really hard for us to give us this type of stadium, so I felt like the team was just really excited, and we want to make the show and show why we're coming up.
Once you came into the stadium for the first time, what was going through your mind?
Honestly, coming in, I was very nervous. A lot of people. I was just saying, just focus on what you can do, focus on what you can do, and whatever the opportunity erupts, finish it. And I felt like I did.
We've had three really great moments in the last few years here at Club. Okay, the first one obviously in 2024, winning MLS Next Pro at our seniors at Perth Stadium. The second one was winning the MLS Next Pro individual last year, which was really important as well. And obviously this moment, opening the stadium, opening this facility. Again, we talked a little bit about the belief from the club to do this for us. We talked about the purpose the club has for you guys, and why God is you guys together.
After a very exciting win for the home team, many fans stuck around to enjoy a spectacular fireworks show to celebrate the first ever game here at Texas Health Mansfield Stadium, the first of many to come. Signing off for MLS Next Pro, Moises Linares.
My name is Nathaniel James. You can call me Natty James. I'm a striker / winger from Trinidad and Tobago. I grew up in a place called La Hocata, Rima. I grew up on the east side of the island. I started in a club nearby named FC Santa Rosa, and that's where I started playing football. My father, he saw that I had like my shoes were always dirty after school and stuff, and when I came home one day, I was like, I want to start to play football, and he was like, you want to start to play football? So my father was actually the one who started like carrying me out on the field, started passing, kicking, running, teaching me running techniques, everything. Then he got me into football because he used to play as well. After that, I just started playing, and I've been playing ever since. I was in Jabloteh, and I was playing youth football there. So at that time, I got selected for the under-15 national team. At the time, I was just so happy just to play and just to be around this environment, and I was just so excited for my future and what I could do, and yeah, it's been going good so far. I remember actually getting called to train when I was 15 as well. So I was training with the national team since I was like 15, and then I made my professional debut when I was 18, and then I made my competitive debut when I was 19. It was against Jamaica in Jamaica. I came on, played like 15 minutes. I was so nervous. It was good though, it was good. I came on, had some nice touches, played really well, played as a striker, and yeah, I enjoyed it. And my first competitive debut, I actually scored in it. You know, so I came on for like 5 minutes, the last 5 minutes of the game, and scored the winning goal, and it was in a CONCACAF Nations League game. Yeah, it was one of the best feelings I've had in my life. When I was younger, I used to take a lot from different players. I think Messi and then Neymar were the two players that I would always look up to, like just watching football, because I was supported Barcelona when I was younger. And when I was like 15, like I started playing as like a cam, like a number 10, so I started watching like Dybala. And I wanted to be just like Dybala. I wanted to play like him, same left foot, same. I just wanted to move and play like him. So I think Dybala, you know, I already did my research, see what it was all about, not Texas or whatever. And then I had a meeting with Coach Gall. John, he gave me a call. It was like everything I ever wanted. He just told me about everything. He was like talking about the new stadium, Mansfield, showing me how good it's gonna be, the environment, and I just fell in love immediately. And I knew that I wanted to be here. I wanted to like put my best foot forward for this opportunity, and I've been trying my best. I've been giving my best every day, so I just want to continue that. From the first day I came here, I was like, I just want to play well, play good. I want to score, I want to assist, I want to help the team in any way possible, you know. So as of right now, my goal is just to help the team make playoffs and see how good we can do this season, see how far we can go, and I think we have a really good shot.
Ortiz is onto a cutting, denied by Cruz. And an amazing save by Pedro Cruz. And Pedro Cruz with a third save.
A lot of pressure on the ball. Ending hit, what a save!
Saved by Cruz. Pierce cross in front. Reflex save by Cruz.
Decent ball in. Great save again. My goodness. Worldly stop from Pedro Cruz.
Marker John for the equalizer. Stop. And saved by Mackey. McGrath stopped by Will Mackey.
Now sends one in. Oh, Mackey! How did he do it?
Sliding it across. Will Mackey standing on his head.
And he stopped.
It's another great save from Mackey.
Will Mackey says no. Huntsville's Will Mackey and Houston's Pedro will be there. Will you? Goalie Wars, presented by Old Spice, returns as part of the All-Star Skills Challenge, presented by AT&T on July 28th. We must mention that multiple MLS Next Pro alums will be on hand to take the field in the 2026 MLS All-Star Game, presented by Chime on July 29th from Charlotte. A great first half we had here at Burns Stadium, 2-1 after 45 minutes. As we take a look at the upcoming schedule for match week 20 in MLS Next Pro. Things will start off on Friday night with Toronto and Cincinnati before a full Saturday slate, kicking off at 5:30 Eastern, Crown Legacy and Chicago Fire. Plenty of games Sunday as well. All of those matches available for free on MLSNextPro.com and OneFootball. As for this match, and the first half already had 3 goals and could have been a couple more for either side. Plenty of attacking play on hand, but it was the visitors, Columbus, taking the early breakthrough in the 20th minute. Brent Madujampi up for O'Neal Taylor, and then Kevin Bombley in the 20th minute for his 9th of the year. The lead only lasted a quarter of an hour before Miles Morgan canceled it out in the 34th, and then just 5 minutes after that, that touch from Prince 4-4 opened his account for the year as Crew 2 retook the lead before halftime. 2-1 to score through 45 minutes. We step aside one more time, second half, when we come back.
Yeah. Boys hear sentiment, flow tastes sweet like cinnamon. Open up doors, I'm a gentleman. View top floor, I'm still staying ahead of them. Running on fumes and adrenaline. Do what I do best. Can rush in like a roulette. You can't name a better duet. Don't ask questions, trying to figure out what sound. Don't worry about what next. Just wanna know what's next. Man, I say it so loud. Don't worry about what next. Just know we got now. Oh yes, man, I say it oh so proud. Don't worry about what next. Just know we got now.
Should be a fun season of MLS Next Pro.
Oh my! Pedrinho wins it!
Welcome back to Smithfield, Rhode Island. Phil Kalani with you for MLSNextPro.com and One Football. If you're just joining us, the Capybaras have a 2-1 lead through 45 minutes of play. Goals from Kevin Bamble and Prince for 4. Miles Morgan with the lone tally for New England as we ready ourselves for the second half. No subs for either side. So a chance to see what both coaches have said in the locker rooms. Had a chance to personally observe training this weekend for Revs 2 and Pablo Moreira at the bottom right corner of your screen in the all-white. His words were high soccer IQ. That's how he wrapped up the session. Those players making smart decisions. And that decision-making separated that Saturday training session from many of the others they've had this season, he said. A couple of their forwards, Miles Morgan, Matthew Jean-Baptiste, Sherrod George, a few others stayed behind after training for extra finishing practice. Jean-Baptiste, the 16-year-old, making just his second professional start. As it looks like Rui Aoki at the bottom of your screen will get some updated instruction from the Crew 2 staff. Worth mentioning as well, that Saturday training session was at 8 o'clock in the morning. The equipment crew was up as early as 3:30, getting ready, setting everything up, making sure all the T's were crossed and I's were dotted. So a shout out to the New England equipment staff for their hard work, as per the request of New England assistant coach Michael Milazzo. Can Crew 2 hold on atop the Eastern Conference? We shall see. 45 minutes back on the clock, and away we go from Barron Stadium. Flicked on towards Taylor. Nearly got a great look inside 10 seconds. The shape looking largely unchanged for both sides in this second half. And there was a good back and forth affair. There were phases where both sides saw the lion's share of possession for 10, 15 minutes at a time. But as far as control goes, there wasn't an iron grip from either Columbus or New England. And this game remains wide open. Bamble now has the pace to beat Oyerwoth, but the cutback comes off his left foot. Adu Jamfi just about got it away. Saw that high press in intervals from New England. But Columbus had the patience and the poise to weather the storm. Just one yellow card in that first half to Columbus's Johan Chirinos. It was a physical contest for sure, but nothing totally out of order. Shapes up for an excellent second half of watching. A marquee match to kick off match week 20 in MLS Next Pro. Just 3 points separating Columbus in first in the East and New England in sixth coming into tonight. Meanwhile, the Western Conference, Austin, 3 points ahead of Dynamo Dos, who have a game in hand. Austin with the most points of anybody in MLS Next Pro with 40. Hyman, great passing, eventually cut out. Crew 2 have the discipline to execute those one-time passes. The blank. Here's Sasaki now. Gearwolf. Ascendant. Back for Alan O'Yearworth. You're both Uganda native. Grew up in Pakwach, but also played in Leicester before coming to New England. Was the MVP in the Uganda National Football Championships after finishing as the top scorer, and already made his debut for his country as a teenager, featuring in World Cup qualifiers. Of course, over a century of players in this year's 2026 FIFA World Cup spending time in Major League Soccer. 44 of them spent time in MLS Next Pro, 19 as a direct result of the player pathway system. Headed out to Masindin. Darlene looking to work it back in. Columbus trying to force New England away. Pokes through for Zambrano, who's offside. And the line holds strong for Crew 2. Nyman. Rincon. Down by Shannon. Now Rincon again. Rather, it was Chirinos the other way. Adu Jamfi forced to turn away. Again, there's that quick passing from Crew 2. And Coach Federico Higuain loving it down on the touchline. Had a chance to catch up with him a little earlier in the season, head coach Federico Higuain. He says that the thing that stands out most about his squad is the improvement from day one to now. The guy showed up since day one with great character, personality, intensity, and that desire to compete, he said. Understanding that last season was very challenging for us. Finishing last in the East with just 22 points. It's about the process and belief in what we do, and hopefully we can continue in the right direction, he said. Morgan has dropped back into midfield to help with the buildup. Sasaki, the beneficiary, gets it away for Prajapati. Onto his left. Came off a body in front, out for another New England corner. Sixth of the evening for New England, already hitting their average in matches this season. Columbus only averaged 4. They've had 1 tonight. Driven in. Towards Jean-Baptiste. Headed out to Oyerwo. They'll have a go. And it's right down Main Street. Kruder with another save. Looking to get back-to-back clean sheets. 13 appearances coming into tonight. He's got 4 on the year. He had 13 appearances last year for Crew 2. Only 1 clean sheet, though. A marked improvement for the UC Irvine alum who finished his college career top 10 in Anteater's history in wins and saves, goals against average, and then tied for 3rd in all-time program shutouts. Hefes. Player down for Columbus. Referee will stop play with Crew 2 possession. Yet to see our first change of the night. And it looks like O'Neal Taylor who's down. And he will have to come off for at least a minute. Prajapati has helped himself to one of the Columbus water bottles. Areem Prajapati, Holliston, Massachusetts native, just 19 years of age. Made his pro debut last year against this side. And Zambrano as well, kind enough to return the water bottle. As O'Neal Taylor will be checked out on the near side. And it looks like the first change will be made as Jamil Danjaji checks into the match. His 5th appearance of the season, all coming off the bench.
Field, number 71, Jamil Danji, and leaving the field, number 64, O'Neal Taylor at the 56th minute.
And so that will be the first change for Federico Higuain. And Jaji, 16 years of age. Looking for his first goal contribution in MLS Next Pro. Kruder taking all the time he possibly could. Drew the New England press out a little bit, but Darlene picks it back up for Revs 2. Masindin wants to use his wheels. By 1, by a second. Pokes it past the 3rd and still going down the far side. Vying for it valiantly. Instead, Nyman in the other direction. And now Masindin is down. Someone who has developed his leadership piece this season, said head coach Pablo Moreira. People look to him on this team to lead the way, so for him to reach that next level, it's about making sure he's consistent in his performances, said Coach Moreira. Not only that, but his mentality as well, because if he prepares diligently, people will follow. He steps into a bit of a newer role tonight at right back. Last time that was Demario McIntosh making the runs in behind and covering a ton of ground for New England. That's a poor touch from Oyerwo and nearly punished. Great save by Weinstein. He might be called into action again here. Instead, it's fired wide by 4-4. Just a mental lapse at the back. And the Vermont native, Max Weinstein, makes a good stop to keep it 2-1. Jean-Baptiste upended, no whistle. Here comes Rincon on the tear. Travella pass stopped in his tracks. Morgan wanting to go quickly. Zambrano second to it. Well done by Lloyd to keep it with Crew 2. Now Nyman. Forcing Chirinos forward. Chirinos continued his run. Fizz back into him. May not have been ready for it. That ball had some real speed on it. And now Columbus winning the second ball high up the pitch. You can hear how vocal both sidelines are, and that's been the case all night. Players and coaches issuing constant instruction. And it does take an open pair of ears to really succeed at this level. Can you listen and learn and adapt in real time? Jean-Baptiste with his back to goal. Another thing that Revs 2 worked on in training this weekend. Matthew Jean-Baptiste got a ton of reps, 1v1, with pressure on his back and tasked with holding up the ball. Something that New England were ready for this weekend. Well into this week. Haven't seen a ton of him on the ball thus far. That may change as the night goes on. Talin. Rajapati. Morgan. There's a two-striker pairing on paper for New England, but Morgan now drifted all the way wide, down to the bottom of your screen. Wants to be part of this build-up play. Zambrano. Couldn't open up space with the step over. Now Dalin up from the back. Big Swede finds Sasaki. Onto his right. Loses a second. To the byline now, Sasaki. Corner kick. Columbus think it should be their ball. Referee not changing his mind. The near post and headed away. Well away. Euro back for Zambrano. Great touch and a good ball in. Tip save over the bar. Morgan denied his brace by a flying Luke Pruder. This is an excellent ball in from Zambrano, who got the assist to Morgan for the first goal. Inch perfect cross, decent header. But Pruder staying alert and on his toes. Able to parry it out of play. Good save from the experienced shot stopper. Headed on by Jean-Baptiste, off the post, and follows up his own rebound with the volley over the bar. Clever movement from Matthew Jean-Baptiste to break free of his mark, and then it was headed onto the post by Prince 4-4. New England starting to build momentum now in the second half. Morgan. Hethus into the sky. A little bit of pushing there. Referee lets it go. Azar leaves it for Zambrano in a world of trouble. And referee, again, not interested in calling a foul there. Rajapati with some space. Telegraphed the slide rule ball. Well read by Adu Jamfi. Right out of Jamfi, who eclipsed the 5,000 career minute mark last week against Orlando. Tonight making his 88th appearance in MLS Next Pro. 11 goals and 14 assists in his Crew 2 career. Zambrano onto his left. Deflected into the path of Morgan. Poked along. Still alive. Rajapati goes over, free kick. It will be Zambrano to deliver once again. Already with 1 assist on a set piece tonight. 2 in the wall for Pruder. Morgan has to get back on side. Zambrano on the delivery. Dangerous area. Still loose. Now settled by Lloyd. And away by Adu Jamfi. Reds 2 causing some problems on those set pieces. Converted in the 34th minute. As we enter the 65th now, Philip Colati with you for MLSNextPro.com and OneFootball. Thanks again for joining us this evening to kick off match week 20 in MLS Next Pro. The inaugural champions, Columbus Crew 2, with the advantage on the road against New England. Zambrano on the near side now. Blocked. Back for Darlene. Rajapati. Quick little shift back onto his left, and then again his right. Messenden wide. Cross got away, and Pruder there to see it safely into his grasp. Zambrano and Sasaki have switched sides now for Revs 2. Zambrano can cut in on that favored right foot. Crew 2 can't play through the high press. Nyman does just enough. Great idea. And it would have been another one-on-one scenario for Kevin Bombley. Have the pass been hit just a little bit more in front of him. Dali made the interception. Now Azar pressing forward. First time we said his name tonight. Rajapati asking for it. Darlene will provide. Again, very similar pattern to how New England scored their equalizer after conceding. They found the supermajority of possession. It's been one-way traffic for most of the second half. Yearwoth with the check of the shoulder. Now Shannon. Probing the back line. Finds Prajapati to his left. Stood up in front. Appeals for handball again. Still bouncing around. Azar playing to the whistle. Morgan out wide. Now Darlene. Messenden too far behind him to whip it across. Zambrano keeps it on the line. Well defended in the corner. Out forward for Jean-Baptiste, just too much on it. This is why Columbus are so hard to beat. Even without the ball, they're able to win a lot of knockdowns and find chances going forward. Euro battling with Danjaji, the substitute. Nearly a mistake in behind, and it might go out of play. Weinstein off to the races. Just able to keep it in bounds. Columbus don't think so. And Weinstein's out of his area. Given away, but one right back by Morgan. Now here comes Prajapati urging forward. Zambrano, Masindin, early cross, and he's sliced the wrong way across the face of the ball.
What the fuck are we doing? The ball is over there, and we're asking for a...
Here were the shouts for the handball, and that's a bang play. It's doesn't look like there's a ton in that one. And you can see as well how quickly Columbus find their shape as soon as the ball gets out of their own area. Emmanuel Ewing getting ready on the sideline as looks like Moses Nyman needs some medical attention just outside the 18-yard box. '70th minute now from Bern Stadium on a hot, hazy evening in Rhode Island. It looks like that second change will be made for Federico Higuain. 16-year-old Emmanuel Ewing making his 6th appearance of the season to take off Moses Nyman in midfield.
Entering the field, number 62, Emmanuel Ewing. Leaving the field, number 33, Moses Nyman at the 70th minute.
It's another attacking change as well. Interested to see how this alters the shape for the Capybaras. Looks like Chirinos and Rincon will be the double pivot. Coach Higuain wanting a yellow card for Jake Shannon. He won't get it. Rather, it was Gabe Zalin on the foul. Flicked for Sasaki. Morgan able to keep it in play. Splits the pass for Prajapati. Upended once again, and it'll be a yellow card. And Columbia's furious with the decision. Just 2 yellow cards this game.
Columbus Crew 2, yellow
Rather,
card,
3 yellow
number
cards.
37.
Forgive me, it is just 2 yellow
Columbus Crew
cards.
2, yellow card on number 36, Isaac Hefes, in the 72nd minute.
And is Isaac Hefes, the Massachusetts native, who picks up the caution. To the back post. Here's Azar, blocked in traffic, still bouncing around. Shannon to work it back in front. And did it take a touch? It did not. So Hefes on a booking, so too is Johan Chirinos for Columbus. Yet to see the first booking for New England. Essendon in some trouble. Referee says he got the ball. Now Prajapati once again. On the prowl. Simple ball for Sasaki. Completes the give and go. And then just a shoulder at the byline. Enough from Kevin Bomblay. Excellent work from the goal scorer. Kevin Bomblay putting in work on both sides of the ball. Really smart defending there. There's enough contact just to shoulder him off it, but not enough for a foul. And again, Revs 2 in the final third, unable to capitalize off their chances. Columbus haven't seen a lot of chances, but they've been able to convert theirs, as now a first booking for New England. For Alan Oyerwolf. And head coach Pablo Moreira has seen enough to issue his first substitution. Shuma Sasaki on the near side to be replaced by Grant Emerhe. A Mansfield, Massachusetts native, but scored 2 goals and 1 assist for Lithuania's U17 squad. Led the team in scoring for his MLS Next side with 11 after scoring 6 goals the campaign previous. Played short. Emery there for it. Does enough for a corner kick. Ewing. Oh, lovely move. Completely lost his mark, but ball went out before he could cross it back in. Final quarter of an hour from Bern Stadium. As it stands, Crew 2 will widen their gap atop the Eastern Conference. It was a 2-1 win for Columbus when these two sides met back in April. Prajapati back in front. Morgan is there. Overpowered. Into the netting behind goal. Both Miles Morgan and Kevin Bomblay scored in that April fixture. It was Zach Zenge who had the winner. These two sides will meet again in September at historic Crew Stadium. But as things stand, it is Crew 2, 3 points ahead of Crown Legacy in the table. The latter side having a game in hand. Zambrano. Prajapati. Back for Marine Prajapati. Onto his right. Squared for Zambrano. Onto his left. Right at Pruder. Will fall on top of it. There's that emotion showing again for Carlos Zambrano, the Miami native. Inked his pro contract in February with New England after playing 2 seasons with Syracuse. Following in the footsteps of Syracuse graduate and former New England player Tajon Buchanan. Represented Canada at the World Cup this year. Zambrano. That one's whipped in with some real power. Enough to find its way all the way to Masinden. Shannon lost his bearings for just a moment. So too does Darlene. New England moving the ball quickly once again. Masinden looking for Jean-Baptiste. Wants the call, doesn't get it. Azar against Ewing. Both fighting for the bouncing ball. And here's New England's throw. Under hit, Zambrano sliding. Gets a good bounce in his favor. Zambrano stopped in his tracks. And Darlene had to intercept that. Otherwise, it was a 2v1 for Columbus. Likely enough to ice the match. And Murray creating on the far side now as Zambrano looks to be in a spot of bother, but will soldier on. Yearwood's pass intercepted. And again, Crew 2 want to counter at pace and are forced to recycle. Really patient defending from the visitors, holding their shape, discouraging those passes into the half spaces, and then not forcing the counter the other way, trying to keep the ball. Haven't seen a lot of it in the second half. The foul, or no, rather, right in front of Federica Higuain. The whole Columbus bench thought they'd hear the whistle, but they didn't. Into the final 10 minutes now. Now down Janji making the run. Sent back for Bamble. This is exactly what the Crew 2 fans want to see. Columbus taking control of the ball in the final minutes, finding their shape, and their chances just to build out and ask the questions at the other end. Encouraging stuff from the Eastern Conference leaders. The referee trying to move things along. New England wanted to make the change. They'll have to wait a little bit longer. Yearwood rides the contact. Azar, Masinden, just able to skip away. Ewing was there with fresh legs to press high. And now Prajapati with with a much wearier set of legs. How many runs have we seen him make down at the bottom of the screen in this second half? Ball finding him again. And now for Zambrano, who's onside. Has to pick out the right option, but sends it over all the traffic. We'll now go out for a goal kick, and the substitutions will be made. It will be Zambrano brought off for Chris Mbayasem. As well as Daniel Dixon coming on for Logan Azar.
Leaving the field, number 11,
It's a pretty cool moment in training this week, getting to watch a couple players give presentations for New England. Head coach Pablo Moreira asked them all to answer the same few questions in a PowerPoint about their best moments on and off the field, their strengths, their weaknesses, what's important to them. Got to learn a lot more about these players and how their stories have morphed over time, how they're chasing their dreams to get to where they are now, and what has affected them off the pitch. The things that don't get talked about on broadcasts, like how Carlos Zambrano's family comes from Venezuela and they were deeply affected by recent events in their home country. Or Chris Mbayasem, who's just come on and still learning English. Jaden Da had to translate much of his presentation, as he only knows French. Other players like Schneider and Mimi, who haven't seen their family in many, many years, coming to America from Haiti to chase his professional dreams. Some really compelling stories with a lot of these players. There's a great chance now for Morgan. Poked away from him. And now New England have to hustle back. Hamble's cutback intercepted. Now Yearwood lost his footing. His studs were raised there. Maybe fortunate not to hear the whistle there. But to circle back to that earlier point, just to hear the stories of all these Revolution 2 players and what makes them who they are and what's important to them on and off the pitch. It was a special moment to be in that room and be able to share the stories of these players with everyone watching all season long on MLSNextPro.com and OneFootball. Here's Darlene all the way up from the back to the far side. One more time in front and over the bar. Emery not quite connecting. And of course, the stories of Columbus Crew 2 and what they've been able to build at MLS Next Pro. The inaugural champions, runners-up the year after that, and the year after that, making it all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals. This is a club that has been dominant in this league and is known the world over for their path to pro. Success stories of moving players from the academy to the Capybaras to the first team and beyond. Max Arfson, an MLS All-Star, represented the United States at the FIFA World Cup this year. Spent time with the Capybaras and Quakes too. Patrick Schulte, who's become a hero in his own right, with the Columbus faithful coming up through the system. When you look to that MLS path to pro, Columbus is just one of those names that always demands excellence. And the way they've been able to respond this year after a poor showing in 2025 has been simply exceptional. Set up to the back post. Cleared away forcefully. New England keeping the pressure on now. Columbus had their chances on the ball a few minutes ago. Those chances now few and far between. Prajapati. Squared for Shannon. One-time ball for Dixon. One-touch flick. Back in front. Volleyed into the first defender. Dixon can't connect. Columbus trying to hang on. An awkward clearance, but enough for the corner kick. And it will be another attacking change for New England. Sherrod George will come on.
Entering the field, number 73,
Or Irene Prajapati,
number 40, Johanna Chirinos.
as well as Jorge Salmeron on for Columbus Crew 2.
For New England Revolution 2. Entering the field, number 20, Sherrod George, and leaving the field, number 72, Aaron Prajapati, at the 88th minute.
It'll be Johan Chirinos taken off. The ref has had a check to make sure the ball's on the line. Smart move from head coach Federico Higuain to bring off one of his players on a booking. Dixon's corner headed away. Too short. Masindin. Cross comes back off of him. And now forward for Crew 2 to break. If not for Alan O'Yearwoth recovering at speed. And now everybody up for New England. Whistle sounds. Shannon was nearly caught out there. And then a bit of pushing and shoving afterwards. New England faithful raising their voices in the final minutes here. Miscue on the clearance. Foot race for Bombley. ISM looked to have a hold of his jersey there. The referee doesn't call anything. Chris Mbayasim coming to New England from Strasbourg's second team as the flag will go up against Matthew Jean-Baptiste. And yellow card out of the pocket of our head official, Nicholas Strednak. And the yellow card has been shown to the Columbus bench.
Columbus Crew 2, yellow card.
It will be
In the 90th minute.
6 minutes of added time.
Attention, the court official has awarded 6 minutes of added time to the second half.
New England have not lost 2 matches in a row all year long. Apologies, it was in fact an emphatic run the last few months, but there was 2 consecutive losses by a 2-1 scoreline, first to Red Bull New York 2, and then to Columbus Crew 2 in April for New England. And more pushing and shoving now, and oh goodness, tempers are flaring. This is not what we want to see. Multiple players are joining in. The referee just taking a step back. Yellow card already out of the pocket. Luke Pruder has come all the way out from his goal. O'Yearwoth is already on a yellow card. And the referee will likely have some decisions to make here. New England wanted to play quickly. The referee then sounds the whistle. Morgan pulls down a player, then gets shoved from behind. And that sparked O'Yearwoth and Mbayasim to come across and confront. And then it really boiled over from there. Multiple players pushing and shoving. Just a total fracas on the far side. We will await the confirmation of yellow card, singular or plural. That long, and Pruder will claim. That may add on another minute or two to the end of this second half. Yellow cards, in fact, shown to Chris Mbayasem for New England and Jamil Danjaji for Columbus, the two that really kicked off the scuffle. Here's George off the bench, denied by Aoki. And how about the roar of applause from the Crew 2 bench?
Number 71, Jamil Danji, in the added time. And New England Revolution 2 yellow card.
Here's Danjaji now the other way. Has the pace to beat one in a second against Mbayasem, and won't round him this time. A little bit of extra contact there as well from both players. Just got booked, the pair, a second ago. Masindin. Well, it looks like the third and final meeting of the season between these two teams in September will be circled on the calendar. Rincon picks up a yellow now. September 13th at historic Crew Stadium, these sides will meet again.
Columbus Crew 2.
As it stands, Columbus wins the first meeting 3-1 and the second by the same scoreline. Confirmation of the booking to Rincon. Bogota, Colombia native, making over a half-century of appearances for the club since 2023. Got an assist last time out against Orlando. Now helping to lead the back line in the final minutes. Masindin blocked bravely and away the other direction. Mbayasem, that'll be his second yellow card. And the second half substitute is dismissed. Was always going to be second to that ball, and Chris Mbayasem is shown a red card in stoppage time. That is a big loss for next week, as New England will take on NYCFC 2.
New England Revolution 2, number 4, Chris Mbayasem, which is his second yellow card, which results in a red card in added time.
And that right there is the mental victory for Columbus. They get the foul, they get to slow the game down, they get to set up shop on the set piece. It's a poor challenge on a yellow card. Mbayasem wasn't gonna get there. And New England now down to 10. A little bit of pushing and shoving in the box. Referee not interested in the call. Shannon fakes the turn and goes the other way. Offside flag goes up. Columbus knew it too. Final seconds of the match. 10-man New England looking to level things at the death. Everybody back for the Capybaras. Morgan. Low cross, still bouncing around. Morgan got back there. Appeals for handball from both sides. Here's Jean-Baptiste! New England find the equalizer! With what is likely the final pick of the game, Matthew Jean-Baptiste will send us to a shootout. Onto his left foot, off the far post, just enough. Revs 2 find a way. 10 men deep in stoppage stoppage time. Phrase coming into this match was battle day. That is what head coach Pablo Moreira wrapped up training on Saturday with. And boy, a battle to the very end for these sides. What a time to get your first as a professional. Maybe there's a winner here. Referee allowing play to go on. Jean-Baptiste, Morgan. Darlene to the back post. George back in front, Morgan! Over the bar, and it will be a penalty shootout for the second point. Matthew Jean-Baptiste. What a year the youngster is having.
We have a tie.
And what a way to cap off regulation.
2, Columbus Crew 2. We will now go to penalty
Both
kicks.
sides will get a point. A second point is up for grab in the penalty shootout. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, 5 kicks for each side to decide the winner. See you soon.
Boys hear sentiment, flow tastes sweet like cinnamon. Open up doors, I'm a gentleman. View top floor, I'm still staying ahead of them. Running on fumes and adrenaline. Do what I do best. Can't rush in like a roulette. You can't name a better duet. Don't ask questions, trying to figure out what sound. Don't worry about what next. Just wanna know what's next. Man, I say it so loud. Don't worry about what next. Just know we got now. Oh yes, man, I say it oh so proud. Don't worry about what next. Just know we got now.
For what has been an incredible match, New England go down to 10 in second half stoppage time. And the teenager, Matthew Jean-Baptiste, finds a way with what was just about the last kick in the match. He's 16-year-old from Montvale, New Jersey. A hero on home soil, but there is still work to do in the shootout. We'll take a look at how we got here. 4 goals split right down the middle. It started early in the first half with Kevin Bomblay in the 20th minute to put Columbus up 1-0. 15 minutes later, Miles Morgan with a flick-on header at the near post to equalize the score. That lead would only stay true for 5 minutes as in behind, Prince 4-4 gets the toe poke, and Eleanor Yearwold can't clear it off the line. 2-1 going into halftime, and then this was the goal. Bouncing around a couple of times, and eventually Matthew Jean-Baptiste wheeling away. Head coach Federico Higuain had his head in his hands well before the shot. He knew what was going to happen the moment the teenager got some free space in the box. So both teams pick up 1 point and a chance for his second point now with the shootout win. Best of 5 from 12 yards. It looks like it will be New England's honors to go first. New England 3 of 4 on the year in penalty shootouts. It will be the center back, Jake Shannon, to start things off. Scored the match winner against Philadelphia back in May. To start things off in the shootout. Shannon, right down the middle. Confident start from the center half. Brent Adujamfi, step up next. Eclipsed 5,000 career minutes for his badge last time out. Standing in his way is the Vermont native, Max Weinstein. Adujamfi for crew 2, into the top right corner. Unstoppable strike, and we're level through 1. Didn't get the goalkeeper to move on the stutter step. And then just pure power into the top right corner. Here's Sherrod George. Late substitute in this match. His 9th appearance, all off the bench this year. Had to score his first in regulation for New England. He could do a world of good in the shootout here. To restore the advantage, it's George. It is 3-1. And again, there is no real substitute for pure power in a penalty shootout. Short run-up, confident run-up into the roof of the net. Emmanuel Ewing, the late substitute for Columbus now. This is 16-year-old Evan Stewart. Another fairly short run-up. Ewing into the top left corner. And has some words to say to Max Weinstein as well. The referee quickly across to make sure there's nothing that warrants a yellow card. Here's Alan Oyerwolf. Capped with Uganda at senior level. Couldn't keep out Columbus' second goal. One of the leaders of this team. Kruder staying on his toes. Oyerworth for New England. Saved by Kruder! The goalie didn't budge. And was ready for it. 2 confident hands behind it. It is not a penalty to remember for Alan Oyerworth. An advantage now with Columbus. Jamil Danjaji could retake the advantage for Crew 2 on the evening, this time in the shootout. Can Weinstein answer with a save of his own? Tanjaji to put Crew 2 in front. Into the bottom left. Rolled in confidently. Big stutter step right as he went to take it. Completely slowed all of his momentum. And just swiping over the top of the ball. Maybe a little in practice. But it's 3-2 Columbus. Now Matthew Jean-Baptiste, the hero in stoppage time. New England need a goal. And the teenager hold his nerve. Jean-Baptiste with the stutter and the goal. Just able to slip through the fingers of Luke Pruder. This is the right way, but just enough power to take it through his grasp. Unfortunate for Luke Pruder to see that one in his own net. But Columbus can keep their foot on the gas here with Kevin Bamblay. The Ivorian to restore the advantage for the visitors.
Here we go.
Direct run up for Kevin Bamblay. Scored in regulation and scores in the shootout. Ends Weinstein the wrong way. And Columbus go into the final round with the 4-3 advantage. Alan Oyerwo, the lone missed penalty. Miles Morgan has to score. Top goal scorer for New England this year. Can he conjure up a bit of magic in his boots? Very short run up. He'll look to thunder this home. Pruder in his way. We're going to keep New England alive. It's off the bar! And Columbus steal the extra point on the road. And despite a late equalizer, it is Crew 2 walking away with 2 points at Barron Stadium. Morgan with a rocket, but it's off the bar and away. And that does it for the evening. An incredible contest to kick off match week 20 in MLS Next Pro.
The final score is New England Revolution
2-2 through regulation. Columbus victorious in the shootout 4-3. And our man of the match had the decisive penalty kick for Columbus and the first goal in regulation as well. Second on the team in scoring this year for Crew 2, it's Kevin Bamblay. Tonight's man of the match is presented by Adidas. The opening goal of the evening coming in the 20th minute. It's a great ball from Heffes, the Massachusetts native, to Taylor on the far side, and Bamblay with a simple finish. Had the pace to beat the back line. That's number 9 on the year for the Ivorian. Enough to get the party started as Columbus retain the lead atop the Eastern Conference. That'll do it for our entire MLS Next Pro broadcast crew. I'm Philip Galati. Once again, the final score 2-2 between Columbus and New England, with Crew 2 victorious in the shootout. Don't forget, you can watch MLS Next Pro all season long at MLSNextPro.com and OneFootball. Good night.